I don't know about you, but picking a good gym outfit is already like half the work. It gives confidence and motivation, well, at least for me. This set is actually from the new Tempo collection by TLF Apparel and comes in 4 different neutral colors with a legging, shorts in 2 different lengths. By the way, I'm wearing the 4-inch, aka the shortest version here, and 2 different tops as well. Absolutely adore the multi-back strap bra. It's also one of my favorites since it gives a lot of booby support due to the double sports bra in it, and they just feel like super comfy. If you love the fits and think about shopping something, then remember I always have my shopping link and discount code in the description box of each video. Hey everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video. We are back in the gym. I just got back home from a lovely city trip to Barcelona. Of course, I took a couple of days of a break, and honestly, I really feel recharged and energized again to smash my routines again, because my motivation before we went on the city trip was a little bit lost. So yeah, it did me really well. I'm happy to be back. And I decided to take you guys along with me through a full lower body glutes focused workout of one of my guides, Pancakexbooty. If you haven't seen, I have actually a couple of different ebooks created with a lot of tips and tricks in it, my specific routines and everything I've learned throughout almost a decade of training and being into fitness. So I'm very curious and very excited to show you guys exactly how the routines look like. I will give you a lot of information along with it, how to perform everything, etc. So yeah, let's go for a big booty pump. Okay, you know the drill. Before we go into our actual routine, we will first open up our hips and really, warm up the entire lower body, make all the muscles loosen up. So let me put my phone here. So we are starting with a front lunge. Always go for some dynamic movements, no static stretches, because that is for afterwards. Really push your knee forward. Try to make the circle as big as possible. Really feel it open up here. Now some leg swings, knee as high as possible, like it's a good one for balance. All right. So this was the dynamic warming up routine. Now in this guide, it's actually such a structured guide in general. It comes with a lot of information, a lot of explanation about different training methods, and along with a 16-week training program, of course. Everything is also divided into our activation routine, then the full workout, and then some finishers as well. So I'm picking one of the activation routines, which is a sumo deadlift in combination or in superset with a lateral band walk. Only 2 sets, no weight, body weight, or just the barbell. So let's do this and then we will get into the actual workout. For a sumo deadlift, you want to stand in a sumo feet position, of course, which means wider than shoulder width. So let's say something like this. Slightly turn your toes outwards. All right. Then go all the way down like this. Knees pushing outwards, straight back, pushing the glutes backwards. Then I always go for a reverse grip whenever I'm doing this with a lot of weight, but right now it's not necessary. So just doing a
pronated grip, like this, and then really focus on form, really focus on activating the glute muscles. All right, that's it. Supersetting with lateral band walks. Always taking my own bands with me, because people steal it in the gym. I will never get it why people do this, but they do. So I basically see a lot of girls putting the band above their knees. Now, from personal experience, like totally my personal preference, I prefer to put it here because I feel like I have a much better contraction on my glutes. But of course, as I said, this is something that you have to find out for yourself. Let me start here. So slight bend in the knees. Not going too deep, because otherwise you will put a lot more focus on the quadriceps. We want to focus on the glutes, so just a slight bend, straight upper body. Take small steps and keep a constant tension on the glutes. 10 steps to the right, 10 steps to the left. If your glutes are not warmed up by now already, you did something wrong, because I already feel like they are kind of pre-exhausted already. Okay, exercise number 1 is the abductor. Love this one to start my glutes routine with. We are doing 3 sets of 15 reps with a 60-second rest in between each set. And the description says that we are doing this exercise with a double contraction. Now, what I want to say with this is that, let me show you. So instead of going just straight into a full rep, we are stopping halfway, hold for 1 second, and then the second portion of the rep, okay? This way, the glutes are a longer time under tension, which will make them more fatigue faster. Let's go.
Geronimo, get dropped down like some dominoes. Blues and greens and pinks, I got a lot of those. Yeah, you know, talking slime, I can't relate to snakes, I see a lot of foes. Eeny, eeny, meeny, meeny, miny, mo. Head to toe, said you got your own style, that's just slang for you, ain't got it though. Talking like you got it, that's a problem, I might let them know. Freeze you like I'm Elsa, some I let it go. Eeny, eeny, meeny, meeny, miny, mo. Head to toe, said you got your own style, that's just slang for you, ain't got it though. Talking like you got it, that's a problem, I might let them know. Freeze you like I'm Elsa, some I let it go.
We are going into our second exercise, which is a compound movement. Now, as you saw, we started with a dynamic warm-up, then a light activation routine, then we started our actual routine with an isolation exercise. And this is how I've been training for years, honestly, because as you can see, I'm very quad dominant, so for me it's always been a struggle to really find my glutes, and I really find it's so much beneficial when I start my routines with a lot of warming up and a lot of isolation in the glutes itself and pre-exhaust them. So first compound movement is gonna be the classics of the classics, a barbell hip thrust. Now I'm smiling but honestly I really hate this exercise, and if I can skip it I will definitely try and do it. But it's a very good one, and I try to incorporate it a lot of times in my routines because I just know it's a very good and effective exercise. We are doing 5 sets of 8 reps, so a lower rep range, but we are doing this one again with a special training method. Here we are applying the triple contraction method. Now, if this is something that you have never heard, let me show you and explain in the meantime, because, wait. So, we are loading the barbell first with some weights. When it comes to hip thrusts, a big tip I will give you is don't overload too much. I find this exercise very different to a squat or a deadlift, because what a lot of people tend to forget is that a hip thrust, how do you say, like the glutes are most activated during a hip thrust when the glutes are fully contracted, so when you're lifting the weight all the way up. And a lot of people tend to just overload the barbell so much that they have like such a poor contraction on the glutes, which will make it in the end not super effective. So less weight, really squeeze the glutes on top of the exercise, and I promise you that it will be much more effective than overloading too much. This is also the reason why people are always like, how much can you hip thrust? Because I can squat a lot of weight actually, but my hip thrust is actually not that impressive. And honestly, I don't care. Because as I said, I'm really focusing on a lot of time under tension, and that's my main priority for this exercise. Another reason why I hate this hip one. The setup already takes an hour. Wacht hoor. 35, 35, 70, 90, ja, dat is goed. All ready and set. We've got 90 kilos in total with the barbell inclusive. So, as I said, 5 sets of 8 reps. With a triple contraction. Make sure to not put your feet too much forward, neither too close, because otherwise, if you put them too much forward, you will hit more hamstrings. Too close, more quads, so you will need to find like the sweet spot. Toes slightly outwards. Hold down. Up. 1, 2, 3. You see? This was the triple contraction. So instead of going all the way down, we keep the glutes under maximal tension for about 3 seconds. All right, let me take a 10-second break and then perform the set for real. It's here. Love, love, love these. Is the protein water by Myprotein. Contains 20 grams of protein in it. Tastes like a light lemonade or so. It's in the flavor peach tea. So delicious. You know, you have to stay hydrated during your workout. And I usually, before I discovered this, I always took a bottle with water with me. But this is basically the same and contains a lot of protein, so why not fueling your body with a lot of protein at the same time? Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Make sure to get your chin tucked in all the time. prevent extra stress on the neck. On fire. I tell you, this method, woo, next level. Exercise number 3 will be a superset. First exercise of the superset is a dumbbell V squat with toes outwards, feet a little bit wider than shoulder width stance, all the way down. Don't come completely up, glutes under tension, down, and so on, okay? We are doing this exercise in superset with lateral band walks. I know these are the same as during our activation routine. It's just a really good exercise and light exercise to combine with a more heavy exercise. 15 steps each side, okay? Let's go. Chest to the front. Bam. Push the glutes backwards. Up, glutes under tension, down. Slow negatives. Really feel the muscles working. As you see, my upper body is straight, but I'm leaning forward. And this is because when leaning forward with your upper body, you will be able to push your glutes much more backwards and have a better contraction. I lost count. I think that should be 12, right? This body's on fire. Oh. Halfway. Second last exercise. I think I've said it in a lot of videos already, but this one is my ultimate favorite exercise for glutes. The reverse lunge, especially in the Smith machine, because you can go all the way to failure. I see a lot of people doing it with dumbbells or just a barbell, which is also great, but when you're doing it with dumbbells, you basically, I think most of the people need to stop because their forearms get much faster sore than their legs. With the barbell, great variation to work on your balance, but it cannot go really to failure. So if you want to go to failure and really overload and really test your limits during this exercise, I highly recommend you the Smith machine. It's also a lot more safe. We are doing 4 sets of 20 reps in an alternating version, because you can do the reverse lunge like so and do one leg at a time. But I usually do it alternating, so one back and then the other one, okay? This way the other one gets a little bit rest in between you're performing the rep with the other leg. I put 20 kilo each side. This one is a very heavy machine. I'm sure this thing alone already weighs around 20 kilos. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty heavy. Let's start. Wat is? Kester? Dat? Huh? Okay, never mind. This one alone is already 30 or 40 kilos. So this means I'm doing 20, let's say 30, 70 kilos. Let's go. So for this exercise, what's very important is that you place your feet a little bit in front of you, together, like so. Unlock. Don't place the bar right in your neck, but a little bit lower on your trapezius muscles. And then bring your knee forward and go as deep as you can up. Other one. Really push through your heel of the front leg. Bam. Whoa. This was heavy. I need a break. But I swear the stretch in this exercise is just the best. We have come to the last exercise of this routine, which is a cable squat walk, backwards, forwards, 8 steps back, 8 steps to the front again. You can go pretty heavy on this. We are staying also in a 80-degree angle, so not completely like a full squat position, but slightly higher. Feet slightly wider than shoulder width stance, toes turning slightly outwards, and then really go backwards like this, all right? Let's do this. Oh, by the way, we are doing this, as I said, 8 steps, back, front, and then 3 sets only. So, shoulders backwards, chest to the front, feet in the right position, 80-degree angle, lean slightly forwards, and then go 1, 2. That's it. A really good finisher. I have nothing else to say. That was it. So the main workout is finished by now. In the guide itself, as I said, is divided into several categories, I would say. So the warming up and the activation routine, the main workout, and also I've included some finisher routines as well, just for the people that feel like, I'm not completely like done already. Like I want to have just that extra little spark of pump. Then you can add, of course, one of the finisher routines. Honestly, for me, I'm done. My glutes are pumped, my muscles are sore, and I really don't feel like I need an extra finisher routine for today. So yeah, let's go home. Let's eat something because I'm hungry. This girl is on fire. Woo! We finished it. Ja, eerlijk. Iedere keer zo een overwinning. We did it! We did it! Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. This is just like a very tiny snippet of the entire Pancakexbooty guide. I think the workout I just showed you was in phase 2 or 3 of the program. As I said, it's a 16-week long program, fully focused on glutes, also a little bit of hamstrings, but no quadriceps, no upper body. So this guide is really dedicated to transform your glutes and yeah, focus on hypertrophy. So if you're currently stuck in your training routine and you don't really notice any progress, or you struggle to feel your glutes during your workouts, don't know what exercises to do, etc., I highly recommend you to invest in this guide. Not saying this just because it's mine, but it's really, really, really such a good program and guide in general. It comes with a lot of information. Once you purchase it, you can download it and keep it forever, and you can basically repeat the guides on and just focus on progressive overload during your workouts and exercises. So yeah, I would say give the workout a go. My glutes are on fire, and let me know how it went. Yeah, I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. We are going home. I'm hungry, and see you next time. Bye!